Hello, all my littles. Just kidding. It's me. And it's time for story time with Auntie Mir. Now, what in the world was that bear doing here? Well, today we had a teddy bear picnic at our house. And so it made me sort of think that I should pick a book that has to do with bears today. And that's why my hair is so fancy, because the teddy bear picnic was very fancy. Anyway, the story that I have chosen has to do with bears, and it's a family of bears. They are called the Berenstain bears. And this book here is very old indeed. It's called the Berenstain Bears New Baby. They have a series, lots of different Berenstain Bear stories. However, look at how old this is. This is a special treasure here. See that? It says Miranda, that's my name. And this is my book from when I was little. So it's very old. All right, I hope you enjoy it on this teddy bear picnic day for us. And I encourage you to have a little teddy bear picnic with your teddy bears one day. The Berenstain Bears New Baby. And this is by Stan and Jan Berenstain. Well, I wonder where they got the name Berenstain Bears from. Down a sunny dirt road, over a log bridge, up a grassy hill, deep in bear country, lived a family of bears. Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Small Bear. They lived in a large tree house which Papa Bear had hollowed out and made into a house. It was a very fine house. This is what it looked like inside. It was fun growing up in bear country, helping Papa get honey from the old bee tree, helping Mama bring the vegetables in from the garden. Ooh, do any of you have a vegetable garden? We're starting to grow some tomatoes. There were all sorts of interesting things for a small bear to do and see in bear country. So let's see, we've got chasing bugs, catching fish, looking at spiders, just looking at the moon, fishing, or going swimming with fish. Wow, going on a log, canoeing, flying a kite. Wow. Small Bear felt good growing up in a tree, in his own room, in the snug little bed that Papa Bear had made for him when he was a baby. But one morning, it did not feel so good. Small Bear woke up with pains in his knees and aches in his legs. "Small Bear, you have outgrown your little bed," said Papa Bear, as he hitched up his overalls and buttoned his shoulder straps. "Today, we shall go out into the woods and make you a bigger one." With that, he ate all of his breakfast of piping hot porridge, washed it down with a gulp of honey from the family honey pot, took up his axe, and was out the door. "But Papa," called Small Bear, following after him, "what will happen to my little bed?" Any ideas of what's going to happen to his little bed? Guess we'll read and find out. "Don't worry about that, Small Bear," said Mama Bear as she closed the door after him. She smiled and patted her front, which had lately grown very big and round. "You've outgrown that snug little bed just in time." "What will happen to my little bed?" Small Bear asked as he caught up with Papa Bear. But Papa was sharpening his axe on his grinding stone, and he didn't hear. "Yes, indeed," said Papa Bear. "You need a bed that you can stretch out in, a bed that will not give you pains in your knees and aches in your legs." He tested the axe to see if it was sharp, and then he headed off into the woods. "What will happen to my little bed?" Small Bear asked again as he caught up with Papa Bear in the woods. Papa had chopped down a tree and was splitting it into boards. "We will have a new baby soon who will need that little bed," said Papa Bear as he whacked off another board. "A new baby?" asked Small Bear. He hadn't noticed that Mama Bear had grown very round lately, although he had noticed it was harder and harder to sit on her lap. "And it's coming soon?" "Yes, very soon," said Papa Bear. With a final whack, he split off the last board, which gave him enough wood to make a bigger bed for Small Bear. They made a bed a good size, and they took the rest of the day to chip and shave it smooth and neat. And then they carried it back to the tree and up into Small Bear's room. Wow, that's a lot of work. Papa Bear is very handy. When they got there, Small Bear noticed right away that his old bed wasn't there anymore. "My little bed," said Small Bear. "It's already gone." "You outgrew it just in time," called Mama Bear from the next room. "Come and see." It was true. There was his snug little bed with a new little baby in it. Small Bear had outgrown his snug little bed just in time for his new baby sister. And now he was a big brother. Aww. That's so cute, because I always remember in all of these Berenstain Bear stories that he's known as Brother Bear. So this is kind of before all of that happened. She was very little but very lively. As Small Bear leaned over for a closer look, she popped him on the nose with her fist. "Youch!" Said Small Bear. "She has a pretty good punch for a little baby." That night he stretched out proudly in his bigger bed. "Ah," he said, "being a big brother is going to be fun." The next morning he woke up feeling fine, with no pains in his knees or aches in his legs. His nose was a little tender though, and tender means sort of sore. And funnily, here's a funny story. There's a whole bunch of like check marks and X's in here. Auntie Mir, when she was a little girl, I used to play library, and I would have people sign out my books, whether it was my mom or my dad or my sister or my brother. They would have to sign out the books from the library, and I used to write in the back of them. Now, I'm not saying you should write in your books, because I did get in trouble for doing that, but it might be a fun activity to do while we're all social distancing right now. You could play library with people in your family. I hope you enjoyed the Berenstain Bear's new baby, and we'll see you next time for Story Time with Auntie Mir. Bye everybody, keep being good.